All right, race fans, welcome to TurnLeftTV. You ready for some high-speed action tonight? Step on the gas. All right, race fans, welcome to Texas Motor Speedway. This is TurnLeftTV, and I'm your host, Heath Johnson. The high-octane racing league Buschwackers Series hits Texas. A great mile and a half. It's race number 6 of the season. This thing is fast and it's aggressive. It's a 100-lap race tonight here at Texas. Who's got what it takes to bring home the victory? Oh, I don't know, man. There's only one way to find out, and that's watching right here on TurnLeftTV. Well, you know what they say, everything's bigger in Texas, and the High Octane Racing League Xfinity Series is going to find out tonight. It's race 6. It's a 100-lap race at Texas. Let's get this party started. All right, thank you so much for coming in tonight and joining me here at Texas, here on TurnLeftTV. Got a good one here for you tonight, man. Wow. Texas Motor Speedway. Are you kidding me? Thanks for coming in and watching the broadcast, whether it be live or on replay. Tonight's 100-lap race here at Texas, race number 6 of the season. I'm your host, Heath Johnson, broadcaster, commentator here at TurnLeftTV, and another great high-octane racing league event here for you on a Friday night. Take a look at Dana Grover making some getting some pit practice in. These guys like to do that so they get the optimal in-out times. Thank you for coming in and watching the race tonight. Joining me here on TurnLeftTV. Don't forget, Elite Hosting USA sponsors these races. Perfect for rFactor too, man. 3 self-managed server packages for you to choose from. Also, you want to host your website, your online store. How about some VPS hosting or shared web hosting? Those are also available through EliteHostingUSA.com. Well, this is Texas Motor Speedway, and it is race number 6 of the season. And we are in the back half of that season officially. Tonight, a 100-lap race of this great mile and a half. Next week, we'll be at Phoenix. You see Las Vegas and Charlotte, a couple more mile and a halves, and then finishing out the season at Nashville Super Speedway. Great season there. It's been a fun season so far. We've had a lot of great racing. Really, really close battles. We got a close championship battle as well. We'll take a look at that in a moment. Take a look at the track here at Texas. Mile and a half, of course. 4 turns, maybe 5 if you consider that quad oval there. I think I would call that a quad oval. I would. 2 kinks. I'm calling it a quad oval. That's fine. Banking in turns 1 and 2 at 20 degrees, 3 and 4 at 24 degrees. Man, I'll tell you, this thing's fast. It's a lot. It seems a lot faster than some of these other mile and a halves. It's smoother than Charlotte, but it has some characteristics of Charlotte, but it's a little bit smoother there. And it can be tough on tires. Not quite as bumpy as Charlotte, but it's a fun track, man. Texas is going to be lightning fast. We've got a lot of guys out here tonight, so hopefully we have a great race in store for you. Good to see Gordon Carter back here on the track. Look at 56 car. High place moving sponsor machine. Great to see him out here. Already see him 2 wide. Might even see some 3 wide action here tonight. Whoa! Bitter Silva leaving his calling card on the wall right there in practice. Some more racing tomorrow night. We'll be at Texas in a high-octane racing league Saturday Night Thunder Next Gen Cup Series. Doing some test racing in that mod thanks to Mike Schreiner and all his work getting this mod out. A 100-lap race at Texas in the Next Gen. And that's tomorrow night. Come on out and join us. Get out of the broadcast booth, get in the driver's seat. And mix it up. Maybe Dennis Uderchin will join us on a Saturday night. 47 car. He's in the Bugs Bunny car. The Rabbit. Givaldo kicking us off here in the chat session as well. Good to see Givaldo out. I hesitate to say, no, I ain't going to hesitate to say, he's our favorite Brazilian driver, man. He's our brother. Givaldo. Man, that'd be a big deal. Get him in victory lane. But love to see him coming out and chatting. Wishing everybody luck. I'll say what, if there's a mental attitude award, if there's a guy who exemplifies a good attitude, a positive attitude, it is Givaldo. So good to see him out tonight, and best of luck to him as well. Thank you for joining me here on the YouTube channel. Don't forget to hit that like button and that subscribe if you haven't done so, and then smash the bell to get updates when races are going live. If you'd like to buy me a coffee, there's a link in the description of the race. Help me out here at TurnLeftTV. Thanks to all those folks who have done so. Also, there is a SimLab web link in my description of the race as well. I'm an affiliate through them. Have a SimLab rig myself. If you're interested in a race rig, a solid race rig, man, great. You put it together, man, it's easy. Takes you maybe about an hour to get that thing together, and it's rock solid, man, I tell you. So help me out there. Thanks so much for tuning into the race here. Hit that like button. Get that video out there for everybody to see. More and more people come out and watch the races. I'm going to send a shout out as well to Dana Grover right now on pit lane. He's racing from the Trax VR facility. So thanks to those guys for providing people a place to race, man. And as I understand, I'd be nervous if I was racing there because what Dana tells me is he's got a crew there that all watch him and cheer him on and so forth. I'd be so nervous, but that is such an amazing deal. Trax VR. I wish there was one close to me here in Indiana. I live just north of Indianapolis. And that'd be awesome, man. That'd be perfect for this area of the world. This is the racing capital of the world, man. Come on. Got about 4 minutes left to go in the practice session. And that'll give us a chance to take a look at the point standing coming into tonight's race. And it is tight, man. Tight points race. Take a look at the points battle there. Sean Jacobs just 1 point up on Claudio Bardelli Jr. Craig Marizon just 8 points back in third. Dana Grover is fourth. Franco Alvarez sits fifth in points. You see Ed Palumbo, Preston Hassel, Givaldo Spindler, Arcavieta, and Dennis Uderchin rounding out the top 10. Take a look at page number 2 there. Wesley Dean heading up page 2 in P11. Craig Gallagher just behind him in 12. Tony Furtado 13th. Jesus Iglesias Barbecue is 14th. Ritsky Novar 15th. Where's all Ritsky at tonight, man? We got to get him out here. One of our great Indonesian drivers. Binar Silva, one of the greatest drivers I've ever seen in sim racing. Sits 16th in points, a little part-time here. And JJ, Jair Oliveira, Dan Richter, Eugene Fedorov, and Julio Galagari rounding out the top 10. We'll take a look at page number 3. Steve Pierce, Jelson Neto, Gordon Carter, Silvio Cividini, Aaron Axett, and Chris Harvey. We have 26 drivers here so far this season. Couple minutes left to go in the practice session. Right now, 18 drivers in here. Good turnout tonight. Take a look at Steve Pierce, the 51 car, Captain Morgan's sponsor machine. This would be a big win here, man. He might be a Texas driver, if I'm not mistaken. This might be a home track for him. I do believe he may be from Texas. That is awesome. That would be a big win. But he's got a lot of family here watching the race, huh? Cheering him on. Maybe they even got pit passes. High Octane Racing League Tough Trucks will be in action on Wednesday for race number 8 at North Wilkesboro. 135-lap race. And that is a fun track, man. Short track action, classic short track action in the Truck Series on Wednesday night, starting at 8 p.m. More racing headed your way tomorrow afternoon. I got a busy day tomorrow, man. I got 2 races. I'll be broadcasting this one live. This is the High Octane Racing League IndyCar Series, race 1 of an 8-race season, and we start off at Barber Motorsports Park for a 50-lap race. And it'll be live right here on TurnLeftTV. So excited about this race tomorrow. Excited about bringing the IndyCars, man. Grown up watching IndyCar racing. And we got a lot of guys out here interested in driving in this as well. So High Octane Racing League IndyCar Series kicks off an 8-race season. 3 road courses: Barber, Indianapolis GP, and Road America. And look at that, smashed in the middle there: Milwaukee Mile, Indy, Nashville, Iowa, and Gateway. 5 ovals. I had some guys last year in this stuff said, hey, we want to see more ovals here. We love that stuff. A lot of Euro guys really, really like Indy cars, man. So I am digging that. Love Indy cars, and I'm excited to bring you the race tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All you members of High Octane Racing League, man, it's still time to get in that series. Just message me. We'll get you the roll. Everything you need to get hooked up. I keep playing that same song over again. I need a DJ, bro. Need a DJ. All right, looks like practice is over. And we are ready to go to qualifications. Let's take a look at the session results. Franco Alvarez with the top time in practice. Artur Vieta sets second in practice for that time. Preston Hassel, the top 4, the 27. Ed Palumbo, Benner Silva, 4th and 5th. You see Claudio Bardelli Jr. in P6 in practice. Gordon Carter, 7th fastest in the practice session. Good to see Gordon Carter back out here, man. We missed him. Wesley Dean in that Salt Life sponsor machine is 8th in practice. Andrew Smith in the 53 Black Rifle Coffee Company machine sits 9th in practice. And Sean Jacobs rounding out the top 10. Take a look at P11 through 18. Dana Grover in the Toyota sits in 11th in the practice session. So qualifications underway, and it looks like Franco Alvarez will be the first one out on the track. Tonight's qualification brought to you by Sober Tom Podcast, on YouTube. That is Claudio Bardelli Jr.'s podcast channel. All things music, man. It's really not only samba, which he loves, all things music there on the Sober Tom Podcast. Please check him out, support him. One of our great friends and members here at High Octane Racing League. Great buddy of mine. So this qualification session brought to you by Sober Tom Podcast. Franco Alvarez Going to set the mark to push for here with a 29.531. Archer Vieta, let's see where he lands. $29.835 for Preston Hassel jumping to the top of the grid. Yeah, 27 car. Preston Hassel now to the top of the grid. We'll step on the gas. 29.332 for Preston Hassel, top time. Target time now. Archer Vieta to the top of the grid. He says, I don't think so, boys. So Archer Vieta. Gordon Carter as well. He's, this is Tony Furtado. The Valvoline sponsor machine. Looks like he is P5. Ed Palumbo in the 54. Helmet sponsor machine. So Vieta the top time with a 2.38. So Archer Vieta 2.38, Ed Palumbo P15 so far. Let's see where this one lands. A little bit off the pace there in sector 1, sector 2 a little bit faster. 4.65 up to P11 there for Ed Palumbo. Andrew Smith in the Black Rifle Coffee Company machine. $29.238 the time to beat, and Andrew Smith is up to P11. Denis Yunichin, one of our great Ukrainian drivers, hailing from the great city of Kharkiv. Archville at the top time, Palumbo second, Marzon third, Hassel fourth, Grover rounding out the top five. The top Toyota there, Data Grover. 29.238, the time to beat for Denis Yunichin. A little bit off, 2/10 off there, a little bit further off there in sector number 2, and it looks like he's going to wipe off that qualification attempt. Rivaldo also finishing up his quals, it looks like. Looks like they have finished up their qualification results or session, and a little bit left to go there. But so we are going to let them go through the drivers' meeting. And thank you so much for coming in here and joining me on TurnLeftTV. We'll give you the official results here in just a few minutes, and let's get this party started.
Turn Left TV. Turn Left TV. Hold on to your butts, cause this is gonna be a great show. Heath Johnson, saying all you need to know. We got fast cars racing, hopefully you're pacing. Are you ready for some high-speed action? Step on the gas, alright. Race fans, my heavens, my heavens. Buschwackers. Saturday night. Thunder. Tough trucks. Nascar, IndyCar, GT3.
All right, we are back, and I think qualifications are officially over, and they've got the drivers' meeting in the bag, and we will give you the results here momentarily. And again, thank you for joining me here on the YouTube channel. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up button, subscribe if you haven't done so, and smash the bell. We are working our way up, a little slowly, but we're working our way up to 1,000, man. I'm excited about that. So again, if you're just joining us tonight, we are at Texas, 100-lap race number 6 of the season. I'm your host, Heath Johnson, broadcaster, commentator here at TurnLeftTV. We'll give you the official results here in just a moment. This guy's, I think I'm going to switch over there, is notorious in this game. Getting kicked. And what am I hearing? I'm hearing that it is 7th birthday Trax VR's 7th birthday. That is awesome. So wishing them a happy birthday. And thanks to all those folks there at Trax VR for providing a place for people to race. Also all the folks that hang out there and watch the races and cheer on their patrons. They're saying go Dana. And then Scott VN, baby. Wishing Wesley Dean good luck here tonight. That's awesome. Let's see if we get the results here for you. I think we can. Qualification results. Artur Vieira with the top time with the 29.238 will start on the pole, row 1. Ed Palumbo outside row 1 in the 54. Craig Berzon will start in 3rd. And a top 4 is Preston Hassel in the 4th position, the 27th in the 27 car. Dana Grover, the top Toyota. Good qual there for him. 89 car will start in P5. Steve Pierce, how about that, baby? Captain Morgan, home state track, starts in P6. Gordon Carter starts in the 7th position. Claudio Bardelli Jr. starts in P8. Sean Jacobs starts in the 9th position. Givaldo Spindola starts in P10. Page number 2, we'll take a look at Ben Silva in the 11th position. We'll start P11. Cody Furtado will start 12th. Andrew Smith in the 53 starts in the 13th position. Wes Dean starts in 14th. Franco Alvarez starts in the 15th position. Dennis Yudichin in the 47 starts 16th. Greg Gallagher starts in P17. And I believe we will have one more driver here once he is able to get in. Santiago Barrios. Hopefully able to get in. Leslie fans sitting in the garage watching tonight. Leslie has fans sitting in the garage. All right. Don't make him nervous now. Don't make him nervous. We have practice session underway. About 6 minutes left to go before we go live. I mean, we're live on the broadcast, but I mean live with the race. Time for me to give you the keys to the race here tonight. Tire management. This place is a little tough on tires, man. It can keep it really, the way this track rides is it's easy to overdrive it, man. It kind of baits people into driving a little bit harder because it's fast, it's fun, and guys get up on the edge of the seat and really, really get this thing going. But, man, in the long run, if you have those long green flag runs, it is going to hurt you with the tires. So those two things I think are, need to be one, too. Time your passes, too. Can be a little difficult to pass here with the speeds and a lot of room to race. So time your passes. Make sure your pit stops are on point here tonight as well. Easy to speed getting onto pit lane and keep that car damage free. Tight racing here tonight. So easy to get into a scuffle with somebody. Keep the fenders in good shape. So those are my keys to the race at Texas. Don't forget to join us over at highoctaneracing.net. That's where we do keep our points and our schedules and all that stuff there. A quick link to our Discord server if you're interested in coming out and doing some racing with us. And speaking of racing, we got exciting Saturday, starting it off at Barber Motorsports Park for race number 1 of an 8-race season, a 50-lap race at Barber. It'll be live right here on TurnLeftTV starting at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Take a look at that schedule. So Barber Motorsports Park, the first race of 8, and we got 2 road courses, Indy GP. That's home for me, baby. 40-lap race there, and then you see a bunch of ovals, 5 ovals, and then finishing it out at Road America. Again, we'll take a look at the schedule here. We are the back half of the schedule tonight at Texas, followed by Phoenix on May the 9th. You see Las Vegas and Charlotte, a couple mile and a half there scooched together. Why do I have a 120-lap race at Las Vegas? Oh, my God, what am I thinking? Might be a typo, but maybe we'll leave it that way, man. That might be something guys want to do. Who knows? And finishing out the season at Nashville Super Speedway. Season 2, back half, starts tonight. My pick to win this race? Well, man, I'll tell you what. I'll tell you who my pick is. He's sitting in pit lane right now, and that is the 4 car. My pick to win this race is Artur Vieira. He's got the winning formula, man, at most tracks, so he is always in the hunt unless something happens to him. So, I think he is lightning fast here tonight and has the formula to get it in victory lane. But you know what? Ben or Silva might have something to say about that. He's out here as well. Don't forget to support me by clicking on the SimLab web link in the description of the race. My affiliate through them. Appreciate the support. Julio Caligari out here as well. Good to see Julio. Going back a long way there, racing with Julio. Got about a minute left here in the warm-up session. We're going to go. Oh, Trax VR. Oh, I thought they were picking Ed Palumbo. I said, you can't go against Dana. Can't have that. Thank you to all those folks out watching the race tonight, whether it be live or on replay. Appreciate you coming out. Looks like I got 10 current viewers, man. I feel like Aerosmith right now. Wow. We're up in an elevator. That's going back a little bit, huh? I actually like that song. It's a good one. I'm not a huge Aerosmith fan, but hey, you know, I'll take that song. That was a good one. I got some songs I like, but it's, you know. All right, ready to rock here, baby. Ready to rock. Woo! 20 drivers joining us in here. Keep our fingers crossed that we have somewhere less than 20 cautions tonight. We don't want caution flags, man. Nobody wants to see cautions. All righty. Fasten those seatbelts. It's time to get going.
And now, race fans, for the most famous words in motorsports, please welcome your Grand Marshal, singer-songwriter.
Oh, singer-songwriter, Toby Keith. Collect off of it. That's my problem. We'll try it next time. I promise. It's a work in progress. Let's take a look at the starting order here. Artur Vieira starts in P1. followed by Ed Palumbo starting in P2. Craig Marizon starts third. Preston Hassel will start in the fourth position. Starting in fifth will be Dana Grover. Steve Pearson in 51 starts sixth. Gordon Carter in the 56 starts seventh. Claudio Bardelli Jr. will start in the eighth position. Starting in ninth will be Sean Jacobs. Givaldo Spinola starts 10th. Benner Silva starts in the 11th position. And Tony Furtado will start in P12. Starting in the 13th position, in 53 of Andrew Smith. Wes Dean starts 14th. Franco Alvarez starts in the 15th position. Starting in 16th will be Dennis Udichin. Craig Gallagher starts 17th. Jesus Iglesias 18th. Julio Caligari starts in that 19th position. And Santiago Barrios starts in P20. All right. It's about ready to go boogity. Can we do boogity? Pace car's off. Here we go. Keep our fingers crossed here. Everybody needs to hold on to a little bit of sanity.
Green flag, go, go, go.
Green, green, green. Let's go, baby. Archie on the inside line. Followed by Craig Marizon in the 60 car, already touching that apron. Got to be careful there. Huge transition from the apron to the track. Very different angle there. So, and Vieira coming out to clearing the 54 car. In the lead, lap one. Followed by Craig Marizon. Marizon looking racy here. Dana Grover sits in the third position.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
Oh, no. Got a yellow flag. Yellow flag. Like maybe Andrew Smith off the track there in that 53. I'm not sure what happened to him, but we had a maybe Craig Gallagher got in it as well. Oh, man, the 0-1 up the track. Take a look here. There's might have been some shenanigans there. The 53 coming down and getting into the 0-1. The 0-1 up the track and hits the wall. And Andrew Smith had some trouble there, it looked like. So early caution flag. Tell you, this track is if it got into the outside wall right there, way into the outside wall, comes shooting off the wall. He might have got into the mad Ukrainian as well. Jenna Zhudichin. Guys did a good job of winning that. Caligari did a good job, but Andrew Smith not able to miss the slower 53 car, and the 53 then gets down onto that horrible area in the along the wall. Craig Gallagher, man, he got snookered on this one, man. He just had nowhere to go, off the pace. He's up on the high side trying to get by, and 53 way off pace. And, man, contact there. So Andrew Smith, first casualty out of the race in the 0-1 car. So a caution flag here early on. Had a feeling that might happen. So first caution flag, green track, little green track there. They don't have too much rubber down on this thing. That tends to be a bad thing in stock cars in this mod for some reason, or in this sim. I'll tell you what, Marzon was really looking racy there, right behind Vieira. I think maybe trying to get in his head a little bit. But Marzon, in the Magpul Dynamics machine, he is always a threat to win these races. 89, Dana Grover sits third. Top Toyota, good start there for him. Ed Palumbo fourth. And Gordon Carter hasn't lost a beat. He's been off a little bit. He moved. Been doing some live stuff and hasn't missed a beat, so he's back at it. Right now in P5, Preston Hassel, Claudio Bardelli Jr., Sean Jacobs, and Steve Pierce and Tony Furtado rounding out the top 10 here. So quick caution. We'll get this out of their system. What'd I say with the race keys? Let's review those. Tire management, don't overdrive it, man. I think that's what happened. It overdrove that car, got it up into the outside wall, and came down. He was just off the pace a ton, and really couldn't miss him. Craig Gallagher couldn't miss him. I think there was contact there, but wow, it was kind of 3 wide there right in front of him. It was just hard to carry so much speed. He couldn't. Andrew not able to get out of the way fast enough, I think. Always listen to the broadcaster. He's going to give you the race keys. Steve Pierce came down pit lane, take some service. Also, Craig Gallagher definitely getting some damage repaired on that machine. Pretty significant there for the 01. Didn't even know that paint scheme existed in our car set, actually. Not sure how that's working out. We'll have to check that out. So Archie Vieira's, I think, going to take the inside line here. Marzon's going to be up on the outside line. Dana Grover and Ed Palumbo will start in row 2. Gordon Carter, Preston Hassel, row 3. Row 4 will be Claudio Bardelli Jr. and Sean Jacobs. And Tony Furtado, Wes Dean will start in row number 5. Gallagher on pit lane for quite a bit, and now exiting the pit, coming back out, and he will start in the 19th position. So damage early on for him, but hopefully the crew able to get that car repaired. And he's going to gain some spots, get a good finishing position here tonight. He had elected to take the inside, letting everybody know there. So we're getting ready to go back green here to start lap number 8. Car out of the race. Andrew Smith out of the race. Kind of a surprise that Steve Pierce came down pit lane, and they're going to start way back there in the field. Man, he had a great qualification position. So we'll see a little strategy out of the Texan. He said, "This is my track, baby. Everything's bigger in Texas." Free Captain Morgan for everybody if Steve Pierce wins the race. Allegedly free Captain Morgan, I should say. You can say anything you want as long as you put allegedly in the sentence. Allegedly, we're to go back green this time by.
Green flag,
Cars
go,
off,
go, go.
back to green. Marizon got a good jump there on the start, and now putting a little pressure on the 4-car. 4-car's got some help from the 89, Dana Grover. Grover in the Toyota, now diving down to the inside line as Archivieta goes up to the high side. And we got a, oh no!
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
And another yellow flag here. We're going to have to go single file. Like maybe Wesley Dean in that 8-car, that Salt Life sponsor machine, got a little bit loose. So 2 quickie cautions here. Dennis Schuderson caught up and out as well. So let's go, boys. Come on now. This is kind of the thing with some of these bigger fields is it causes that to happen. And we take a look at the Wesley Dean there in the Salt Life sponsor machine. And, it just comes down on Vieta in that 8-car, in the 5, and the 8 up the track. Oh, Givaldo get caught up in that as well, and Givaldo got big-time damage there on that one. Holy smokes, Givaldo, he had nowhere to go. On board here with Givaldo. And right there, oh, he just had nowhere to go. Wow. Huge contact there for him. Yeah, but take a look here. It just looked like maybe the 8-car came down to try to fill that gap and didn't realize the 5-car was there. And looked like Caligari got involved too, but he might be okay. But the Givaldo and the 47 and Dennis Schuderson, big time problems there for those guys. Going back to live here as Dana Grover had grabbed the race lead. Givaldo on pit lane, taking some service there, so a bunch of damage for Givaldo. Look at that car. That thing is just absolutely boogered up. The hood's missing on this thing, and Givaldo got their engine shut off, and this car not looking good. See right there is, man, hood gone on that car, and he is probably not a happy camper. As I mentioned, he is... he's got the Middle Attitude Award winner, man. I really always supportive of other drivers and never gets into a scuffle with anybody on team speak, anything like that. He's always a polite driver, and he races with us 3 times a week, and who knows, he might even be out in the IndyCar Series tomorrow. We'll see. So these guys are going to go single file here. We try to do that to limit the side-by-side on the starts and so forth. And it looks like we got some guys diving down pit lane as well. Artur Vieta is leading the charge down pit lane, the 60 and the 19 following him. So that's going to switch it up front here. He might be getting some fresh tires on this. So the 89, Dana Grover, the leader. Gordon Carter sits second. Ed Palumbo is third. Tony Furtado fourth. And Franco Alvarez, the last of the Chevys, in the top 5. So 4 out of the top 5 Chevys. Top forward is Santiago Barrios. His first race out with us. So the Trax VR Toyota will lead the field to take this green flag as we go back green. The lights are still on the pace car. I think we're going to get them off this time. You'll turn them off. Sometimes the game doesn't follow the rules there with respect to the pace car lights. I've seen them off, and they still have a few caution laps to go. I think they're going to go out this time by. So the lights are off now. No, they're not. See what I mean? That's what I'm saying, man. I think we got the one to go. I've been told that they still have two to go. Like Steve Pierce and Craig Gallagher on pit lane. Steve Pierce taking some service here in the 51 car, and Craig Gallagher also on pit lane at 01. I'll be getting some more damage repaired on that. That was a big time hit there early on. So I think we're going to get the one to go this time by. I'm not going to bet the farm on it, but so I think we're going to get the one to go here with the pace car going to clue us in on the lights. See what I mean? He left the lights on, man. The pace car driver is D-R-U-N-K. Drunk. Flip the lights off, bro. Another quirky thing that happens in this game sometimes. So the 89, single file here on this start. We get a little caution flags all bunched together. We smack their hands and make them start single file. Preston Hassel will start at the end of the pack there. He got a longest line penalty. Must have sped on pit lane. So 14 laps in, and we've got 2 caution flags in the books, huh? These guys are going to do single file. As I said, this track really lends itself to aggressive driving, and that can get you into trouble, especially when you're trying to change lanes and dive into a spot. Plus, things tighten up in the quad oval. You know, when you get those 2 kinks there, you got to really, really think about if that's the opportune place to make passes and be aggressive. Not in my book. I think this track is smooth enough that it lends itself to really, really fast racing, but also guys race outside their wheelhouse a little bit.
Green flag, go,
Here we go, back to green. So Dana Grover, the leader, followed by Gordon Carter. Ed Palumbo in third. Tony Furtado in the 4th position. And Franco Alvarez diving down to the inside, giving it a peek. Alvarez in the 83, one of our great Argentinian drivers. Maybe our only Argentinian driver. There might be some other folks there from Argentina, but they don't race in the stock cars. Just behind him is Santiago Barrios in the 5X. One of our newer drivers there, driving the 5X new driver car. Archie Vieira into 4, the NASCAR PR sponsor machine. Closing in on Barrios. On board here with Archie Vieira. Coming through the quad oval, the second kink into turn 1. He's looking racy right now. He is looking racy. liquimoly. He's giving Barrios everything he wants and more. Jesus Iglesias in the 22, running behind Claudio Bardelli Jr. Jesus in that Orange Crush sponsor Camaro. And behind him is Peter Silva. A little bit gap there between Silva and Jacobs. Jacobs running in the 12th position. Pass here looked like side by side just ahead. And the 27 diving down the inside, trying to get around Craig Gallagher. And he does. So Preston Hassel in the Ford trying to make some moves here. And he is going to get around the lap car of Wesley Dean. Running in the 19th position. He is 2 laps down. Archie Vieira now trying to make some moves here. Down below the 83, Franco Alvarez. Archie Vieira into 4, battling Franco Alvarez. And Vieira picking up that spot. Franco Alvarez wants to get that spot back. Peeking out there, but not able to pull it off. And Vieira picking up the spots. They're starting to get bunched up just behind. See Marizon looking racy here tonight. Also Claudio Bardelli Jr. Dana Grover right now the race leader, but he has got a fellow Canadian right on the backside, and that is Gordon Carter. So an all-Canadian front row here. '89 racing from the Calgary area, and Gordon Carter moved recently, so I'm not sure where he is exactly in Canada now, but somewhere in that big country. Look at this. Craig Marizon, Franco Alvarez. Alvarez might be thinking tire save strategy. Magpul Dynamics number 60. Trying to sneak through. And he does. And look behind. You got Claudio Bardelli Jr., Franco Alvarez now battling. Also Jesus Iglesias in this mix. Marizon picking up that spot. And now Alvarez is in a hornet's nest. Alvarez on the outside, and these guys are going around as Iglesias getting around. Alvarez using that outside line. He's going to give up another spot, I think, here to Beto Silva. Silva not playing around right now. And Silva picking up that spot as Alvarez falling back to P11. He's thinking tire save strategy. I'm thinking Tony Furtado running in the 4th position in the 9 car. Good run here for the Valvoline Camaro. And Palumbo just ahead in the helmet sponsor Camaro. So 3 Camaros here working on the backside of that front runner, and that is the Toyota, Dana Grover. Julio Caligari in the 6 car. Followed by Dennis Uderchin in the 47. Uderchin in the Toyota. Caligari in the Camaro. The JB Rancing sponsored machine. Running behind Sean Jacobs in the 24. Little pack of cars there. Take a look at Steve Pierce, man, our Texas driver. Home game here for him, and he's looking to maybe get around Dennis Uderchin, get up there in that top 5. Right now, Steve Pierce back there in the 15th position. A little work to do for that Captain Morgan sponsor machine. Remember, he pitted and gave up some track position. He's going to have to work to get that back. Dana Grover continuing to lead. Take a look at our side-by-side here. Sean Jacobs now honing in on Franco Alvarez in that right side screen. Also Caligari in this mix as well as Dana Grover continuing to lead. And Jacobs down to the inside looking like he's going to get frisky now. and get around Franco Alvarez. Alvarez fighting on the outside. Going to give him a lot of room here. And again, I think tire save strategy in the books there for him. That might be the name of the game for him tonight. As it looks like Caligari gets by. Unichin also going to get by. So some racing going on here. P11 on back. As Dana Grover, our leader. Wasted a lot of time getting the car up front. He's tried a good qualification position, but now the top of the field. Silva now making some more inroads there as Santiago Barrios in the 5X on the outside line. Benor Silva following Jesus Iglesias. Whoa, a little tight there. Benor Silva trying to pull off that pass. Santiago giving it a fight. And Santiago now tuck it in the 10th position. Craig Marzon rolling up on Arta Vieira. Craig Marzon in the 60. Arta Vieira on the outside line in that 4-car. Couple Chevys battling it out. And Craig Marzon, one of our great Michigan drivers. Now picking up a spot. And we've got a car on pit lane, and that is Dana Grover making a pit stop. So Dana Grover on pit lane here on lap 70. Excuse me, a lap 31. Interesting here for the 89. Wowza. Gordon Carter is our leader now. And he's going to be coming down pit lane. This could get a little dicey. This transition is funky, man. Don't panic. And on the brakes. And we're starting to see green flag pit stops. As Dana Grover on pit lane, now finishing up his pit stop, coming back out on track. More drivers coming down pit lane. So Ed Palumbo indicating he's going to be making a pit stop in his helmet sponsor machine. Palumbo on pit lane. Tony Furtado on pit lane. Marzon shown as the race leader. So Ed Palumbo making a pit stop here on lap 33. So pit stops underway. Green flag pit stops here at Texas. Craig Marzon, the leader, followed by Artur Vieira, Claudio Bardelli Jr. in third. Jesus Iglesias fourth, and Benor Silva rounding out the top five. Palumbo on pit lane. And Furtado had a good pit stop. Now coming back out on track. Those guys want to come out together, then work together, try to close in on some of the traffic. These guys going by on the outside line. So Palumbo and Furtado one lap down. The IndyCar Series starts tomorrow, 1 p.m., Barber Motorsports Park. 50-lap race to kick off an 8-race season. It'll be live right here on TurnLeftTV. Please join us in the broadcast. Love that. And if you'd like to come out and race, there's a QR code as well. You can always join us on the Discord server, and had a lot of drivers join up, indicate their intent to race with us. So a lot of new drivers joining at the in High Octane Racing League Discord. Marzon stretching this out, man. Vieira stretching this out. Bardelli Jr. as well. Different strategies for these three. And I'll tell you, you got some talent right there out of the three drivers there. I mean, this is just incredible how much talent packed into those three drivers. And looks like Vieira scooching out there like he wants to get around Marzon. And I think he's going to be coming down pit lane. So Artur Vieira into 4, Craig Marzon in the 60, hard on the brakes there for Marizon on pit lane. Jesus Iglesias now P2 as Bardelli Jr. leading the field. You see Jesus and Benor, P2, P3. Well, pit stops underway. Claudio Bardelli Jr., I suspect, is going to be coming down pit lane this time by. Does look like he is. So Claudio Bardelli Jr. in the Sober Tom-sponsored Ford on pit lane, giving up the race lead. Steve Pierce indicating he's coming down pit lane. Whoa, boy, Steve Pierce sideways. Sideways, that car was weaving back and forth there. The back end of that car was happy, wasn't it? Holy smokes. And he is on pit lane now. Steve Pierce giving his pit crew a heart attack. Bardelli Jr. coming off pit lane. I think Ed Palumbo will end up assuming the race lead here after pit stops. So different pit stop strategies. He's followed by Tony Furtado. A couple old guard HORL drivers there. Dana Grover third, Gordon Carter fourth, and Bardelli Jr. for the time being is in fifth, whether he can get it up to speed. A little bit of a gap there between P4 and P5. Gordon Carter in the fourth position. See if we can't get another look here. Maybe we can get it. We can't trick it in there. I wanted to get that gap there between those two, but not going to work. Stupid game. And Palumbo, the leader, has got some lap traffic. A lot of lap traffic here. Wes Dean in the 8 car on the outside line. Is that Palumbo trying to get through? Dean doing a good job of holding that car up. Now Palumbo got to deal with Givaldo. Givaldo is one lap down. And it looks like Palumbo going down to the inside. And going to get around Givaldo, and he's going to go 2 laps down. As Tony Furtado also sneaking through. Preston Hassel.
Yellow.
Oh, no! Not a yellow flag. Not a yellow flag. And Wes Dean has come around. Big time damage there for him. Wes Dean missing a hood. He was up on that outside line trying to let guys go through and maybe took his eye off the 8 ball and has come around. As those guys are down after pit stops, holy smokes. They may have a caution flag. Let's take a look and see what happened here. Wes Dean on that inside, and he touches the apron, comes up, maybe a little contact with the 68, and straight into the wall. Man, that was a hard lick there. And you see down on the inside, he gets down onto the apron and comes up the track and gets into the 68. Although the 68 may come down a little bit too. On board here with Givaldo. And then, right there, come across the nose of his car. And it just looked like Wes had touched that apron just a little bit and came up the track. See that dark line there, kind of give us a good reference, and gets into the 68 car there. Oh, man. It's a hard lick there for the 8. And under our 3rd caution flag. So Ed Palumbo in the 54, the leader. I don't think he wanted to see that caution flag, I'll be honest with you. Like Wes Dean has so much damage on that 53 Black Rifle Coffee Company machine. He is on pit lane and out of the car. And it looks like they've retired there, so a tough break there for the Black Rifle Coffee Company, number 53. Now you got a question, are some of these guys going to come back down pit lane? There's the answer to your question, and they are going to come down pit lane. Some of the guys that may have just finished up pit stops might stay out, but you got the heavy hitters here, 1 through 4, on pit lane. At Palumbo, our leader, Dennis Shudichin, are giving up the race lead. Now Dennis Shudichin, the race leader in the 47 car. 68 maybe trying to get a wave around. Particularly Jesus Iglesias coming back out on the track after making pit stop in an Orange Crush number 22 Chevy. Don't forget our Next Gen Series will be in action tomorrow right here at Texas, the Cup Series. Doing some test racing here. Open setups, we share the setups freely. If you need a setup, we got a setup, we'll send it to you. 100-lap race tomorrow in the High Octane Racing League Saturday Night Thunder Cup Series. Dennis Shudichin, the race leader. Dana Grover has had some trouble on pit lane, it looks like, and he's had some issues here. 89. So, the crew working on that car. I don't know. Looks like he might have gotten disconnected here, so hopefully he'll be able to rejoin. A tough break there for Dana. He had a good night here going. He was in, what, P3? P2, P3? So approaching halfway, as this is an interesting decision by Dennis Shudichin to stay out. A little bit older tires in that 47 car as well. This is going to be interesting. Now I think Givaldo will get the wave around. Now Dennis has maybe heard me talking about him. He's coming down pit lane, so he got some laps led in the 47. Coming down pit lane to take some service, get some fresh tires on that. So it looks like Grover may be back in the race, so he is he's in the lucky dog position. This would be a good situation for him if he can get a quickie caution, although we're not really hoping for caution flags unless you're his fan base at Trax VR and also Dana. So Shudichin coming down pit lane gives the race lead to Claudio Bardelli Jr. and Artur Vieira will start in the second position. Bitter Silva starts in third. I mean, do we have an all Brazil 1, 2, 3? Craig Marizon starts in the fourth position. Ed Palumbo will start fifth. Preston Hassel, Julio Caligari, Gordon Carter, Tony Furtado, and Sean Jacobs will start in that top 10. He's 6 through 10. All right, pace car's off. Back to green. Here we go. Gavalio with a penalty. He may have Claudio Bardelli Jr. is the leader. Looks like Archie Vito looking on the low side. Bardelli Jr. able to hold off that charge. Archivita is second. Brito Silva third. Marizon fourth. Ed Palumbo is fifth. Four Chevys trying to beat up on the Ford. Sean Jacobs and Julio Caligari here battling it out. Caligari on the high side as Tony Furtado's gotten around. The 24 Kubota sponsor machine now getting around Julio Caligari. A lot of Fords there, a lot of Chevys there in that mix. And a 24 gets around the 6. Caligari on the outside line, now diving down to the inside. Taking that line away from Santiago Barrios. Barrios in his first race at the 5X car. Having a good night here. He's running in the 11th position. Showing a lot of skill here, Santiago. In his stock cars, one of our new drivers. Craig Marizon and Benner Silva. Silva up the track. Oh, Silva might have scraped the wall. Silva might have hit the wall as Ed Palumbo and Craig Marizon getting by. Silva had some trouble there. Benner Silva had some trouble on the outside. We'll take a look as Marizon trying to get through and Silva hits the wall. And Marizon gets through. Yeah, Palumbo going to follow. So now 60 and the 54 now closing in on the leaders. Bardelli Jr. the leader. Archivita is second. Marizon up to the third position. Ed Palumbo is in P4. Benner Silva is in fifth. Take a look at Benner Silva. Silva still holding on there after making some contact. You know he's got some right side damage. Benner Silva in the JB Racing sponsored Camaro. Making contact with the outside wall. And now having to deal with the Ford of Preston Hassel. Hassel in the 27. Santiago Barrios and Julio Caligari here battling it out. Santiago in the 5X now get around Julio. Julio has to tuck in. Now in the 11th position as Santiago picks up P10. Good pass there for the 5X. Franco Alvarez and Steve Pierce here battling it out. 89, Dana Grover trying to get a lap back. He wants that lap back, man. He wants to see a caution flag, and Franco Alvarez all over the back of him. Alvarez sees a whole lot of Trax VR in that out of that windshield. He wants to get up there with that front pack. Uncharacteristic position here for Franco Alvarez, running in the 13th spots. Steve Pierce running in 14th on the Captain Morgan sponsor machine. Take a look at Gordon Carter into 56, looking out of the front of his car. It's starting to get a little racy here as the 27 diving down to the inside. Gordon Carter going to try to follow him through. There's the Tony Furtado all over the back of Gordon Carter's machine. I think I know why. Oh, no, the girls aren't on the back of that. They're on board here with Tony Furtado. He has given Gordon Carter everything he wants and more. Wow. Racy here on lap 59. Jesus Iglesias side by side with Franco Alvarez. Iglesias in the orange crush sponsored Chevy. Battling the 83 car, Franco Alvarez. This is some tight racing through the quad oval. And Jesus picking up a spot, now closing in on Giulio Caligari. And Alvarez going down to the bottom side. He wants that spot back. Whoa, Nelly. Whoa, Nelly. Oh, boy. 24, or the 22, the 83, and the 6. Giving us a show, baby. Holy smokes. Great racing there. Got some more great racing up front. Craig Marzon, Archie Vieira side by side. Marzon to the inside, Vieira up on the outside line. And these guys getting after it. All aboard here with the 4 car. Shaky. And the 60 picks up a spot as the 4 falls back to the 3rd position. Dennis Unichin and Giulio Caligari. Now Caligari must have some damage. He is falling back. Now back to the 14th position as Dennis Unichin gets by. Now Caligari might have gotten into the outside wall. And now 6 car. So Caligari now dealing with some damage as Unichin picking up P14. Santiago Barrios to the high side. Jesus to the inside. They're 3 wide. They are 3 wide. Barrios gets by. Benner Silva backs off. The 83 up into the outside wall. A whole lot of stuff going on there. And Benner Silva almost got into Franco Alvarez. Wow. 4 wide. Dennis Unichin and Steve Pierce. Steve Pierce on the outside line as Dennis Unichin trying to pick up the 13th spot. And Steve Pierce in a 51. Going to give up another spot. Good run there for Dennis Unichin in the Bunny. I don't know what the sponsor is, but he's got a Bugs Bunny on the side. Franco Alvarez, Jesus Iglesias, and Santiago Barrios. As Alvarez getting through, and Jesus hard contact with the outside wall. That hurt. That hurt Jesus. That was hard contact in that orange crush sponsor machine. He might have spilled a little orange crush on the track. Holy Toledo, that was a hard lick. Jesus, hard contact. We'll take a look here for him. This guy's got in the grass, man, and he had some hard contact with the outside wall. This might be a little bit later. That car hit the wall pretty hard. Might have been a little bit after the fact there as we're checking it out. 6 car and the 5 battling it. Oh, boy! Benner Silva, Giulio Caligari getting after it here as Caligari getting around. A couple JB Rancing teammates there mixing it up. Caligari picking up the spots, now up to the 14th spot as Silva falls back to P15. Those guys might be on gas fuel save strategy. 83 and a 5X getting around the 9. Tony Furtado now falling back to the 10th position as Santiago now trying to climb up the grid. Working on the back of Sean Jacobs on board here with Franco Alvarez. Preston Hassel and Gordon Carter here battling down the backstretch. Car to the inside. And, oh, Nelly, look at that. Some tight racing there. And they're through the tri-oval. Side by side through the quad oval, I should say. Side by side there with the 56 and the 27. The 56 is going to get by as Barrios trying to follow him through. On board here with Preston Hassel. As Gordon Carter picking up a spot. Gordon Carter got into the outside wall. Battle for the race lead. Look at this. Arthur Vieta and Craig Marizon and Claudio Bardelli Jr. trying to slip through. And the 19 indicating he's going to be coming down pit lane, so he backed off. Craig Gallagher off the track. Not sure what happened to the 01. He is off the pace. Craig Gallagher off the pace. Wow. And Bardelli Jr. indicating he's going to be coming down pit lane. We'll take a look at Claudio Bardelli Jr. See what it's like on board here to make a pit stop here at Texas. This thing is tough, man. And look at, man, the 4-car wound up, and Bardelli had to get into another lane. Almost slid back up onto the track. And pit stop's underway. Craig Marizon still out there on the track. And Vieta on pit lane. Giving up the race lead as Craig Marizon in the Magpul Dynamics machine. And I would suggest to you he's going to be coming down pit lane soon. And it is, and I'm right, he's on pit lane. So Craig Marizon on pit lane, and Archer Vieta finishing up his pit stop. He's got Claudio Bardelli Jr. just behind him. Those guys will come out together. P9, P10. Steve Pierce is now our race leader in the 51 car. Maybe off sequence a little bit. So Steve Pierce indicating he's going to be coming down pit lane. So 51, Steve Pierce off the track, a little bit early off the track. It is a little challenging waiting late off turn 4 to come down pit lane. And there we go. On pit lane is the Captain Morgan sponsor machine. Taking some service. So pit stops underway under green. Santiago Barrios running in P7 in his first race out here at High Octane Racing League in the Buschwackers Xfinity Series. Jesus Iglesias is also on pit lane. Not sure what happened to Jesus. Sure what's going on with Jesus, but he is unscheduled pit stop. Maybe a penalty for him. Vieta back to the race lead as Jesus Iglesias rejoining the racing service in P17. One lap down. Our lucky dog driver is Dana Grover. Dana Grover in the 15th position in the 89 got disconnected, able to rejoin and lose one lap, but he's in the lucky dog spot. He wants to see a caution flag. 74 laps in. Archie Vieta and Claudio Bardelli Jr. came down pit lane together, and here they are. Got about a 2-second lead over that pack of 3 behind. Craig Marizon leading up that charge, followed by Ed Palumbo and Franco Alvarez. I mean, you got 3 fast cars there. If they work together, they can close in on this front group, and it does look like they are starting to cut into that lead a little bit. Thing to do is just don't get in a hurry here. Be patient. Knock off a little bit at a time. Still going to have to make another pit stop, I think. We've had some drama on these green flag pit stops. Jesus Iglesias got barbecued on that one and had to do a drive-through. Iglesias now in P17. What a tough break there for Jesus. Archivita the leader. '19 of Claudio Bardelli Jr. in second. These guys kind of out there by themselves right now. Take a look at Dennis Uderchin here in the 47, picking up a spot as Steve Pierce on pit lane, now finishing up his pit stop. So the 47, Dennis Uderchin, running in the 11th position, trying to crack the top 10. Just ahead of him is Preston Hassel in 10th. Dana Grover in front of him. Dana Grover actually is in the 15th position, one lap down. That gap is closing up as Palumbo leading the charge, or excuse me, Marizon leading the charge of those three drivers trying to close in on the front two. Take a look at Tony Furtado. He's had an up and down night. He was having some issues early on with the heating, overheating in that Chevy. The Valvoline sponsor machine now in P9. Just in front of him is Gordon Carter in the 56 car. Good to see Gordon back out on the track. Two cars out of the race, Wes Dean and Andrew Smith. Sean Jacobs in the 24. He and Santiago Barrios running together here in 6th and 7th. 24, Sean Jacobs. One of our great Pennsylvania drivers in the Kubota sponsored Chevy, running in the 7th position. 81 laps in the books. Benner Silva has had a tough night. He got into the outside wall, had some damage to the right side. That car does not seem like it was up to full song after he got that repaired. Now he and teammate Julio Caligari racing together. Benner running in the 13th position. Julio running in P14. Steve Pierce in the 12th position's got lap car there running with him. That's Givaldo in the 18th position. Steve Pierce running in P12. Franco Alvarez to the inside, looking like he's going to get around. Oh, man! Got tight there. Got tight right there with the 54 and the 83. So the 83 now going to pick up a spot as the 54 tucks in. 54 now back in the 5th position as Franco Alvarez picking up a spot in P4. He had to work on that one for a while. Now closing in on the 60. Craig Gallagher in the 01. He's had a little bit of a tough night here tonight and still getting out here and making some laps go. He had a tough break there early on with the wreck. Now closing in, try to maybe get a lap back. He's got to get around Dana Grover. Dana Grover in the 89 going to get around Tony Furtado. And it looks like Preston Hass is going to follow him through. That was not for position. Dana Grover just trying to give himself a little bit of padding here to stay in that lucky dog position in case there is a caution flag. Archie Vieira, the leader. With a lap car just ahead, and that is Jesus Iglesias in the 22. Jesus is one lap down in the 17th position. And I don't think Jesus is going to fight Archie Vieira too hard, so he's giving him the outside line. Vieira says, I want the inside line. And we got a cluster of cars just ahead, too, so this could get a little interesting. This could get a little interesting as we take a look at Givaldo in this mix. Also with the 6, the 5, and the 51 all in this mix. And that is a traffic jam if you're looking at it from Artur Vieira's perspective. Also, Jesus Iglesias, he's a lap down car. And Vieira's going to try to get through here. This is a mess right now. We got pit stops. There we go. Pit stops underway. Oh, man. Bardelli Jr. comes in hot. Bardelli Jr. locking him up on the pit lane. Holy smokes. Franco Alvarez now the leader as pit stops underway. Oh, man. Bardelli Jr. was coming in hot. So pit stops underway, and Alvarez coming down pit lane. This guy is solid. Probably. Oh, Iglesias got another penalty. Oh, my gosh. Iglesias with another penalty, and it looks like now Craig Marizon finishing up his pit stop back out on the track. Preston Hassel shown as the race leader. He wants to see a caution flag. Oh, no. The 19 got caught speeding. Claudio Bardelli Jr. having to come back down pit lane because he got caught speeding. I knew it, man. He locked up those tires and now has to do a drive-through. Oh, my heavens, man. When it rains, it pours. And Bardelli Jr. in the Sober Tom-sponsored Ford serving a penalty here late in the race. That is devastating here in this race. Here on lap 90. Oh, my heavens. Bardelli Jr. coming back out on track after serving the penalty. What a tough break there for the Sober Tom crew. Preston Hassel, the leader. Gordon Carter in second. In the third position is Dennis Udichin. So a different look up front here. These guys are hoping for a caution flag. Trying to stretch it a little bit. And I think maybe this 27 is going to be coming down pit lane fairly soon. Preston Hassel, the leader. Now Dana Grover, right where he wants to be now. He is, although he's going to have to come down pit lane, but he is out of that lucky dog position now, at the tail end of the lead lap. So good news there for Dana Grover. But he may have to pit. I don't know if he can stretch it. We're looking at 8 laps to go. I don't know if the 89 can stretch it. So a whole lot of strategy working its way through. And 89 indicating he's coming down pit lane. So here we go. Dana Grover, and he's going to, oh man, he almost got rear-ended. And JB Ransing spins onto pit lane. No caution flag. He's on pit lane. And we do have a yellow flag. Oh my heavens. And Dana Grover did a solid there. Did you see what he did? He stopped before pit entrance. Now he's trying to go through the grass, catch up to the field, and loses traction. But wow, man. It was the pitting situation. So, wow, man. Late race caution flag. So late race caution flag, and there was some contact there as well. Some different deal there. That was the what caused the caution. It wasn't. Benor Silva. Should be good. And Dana Grover coming down pit lane. It's 2 laps down. So late race caution flag. My heavens, man. You see there was contact here with Alvarez and Marizon. That's what brought out the caution flag. And I don't know what happened, man. There was a whole lot of murder going on those pit stops. I'm trying to find it. I don't know, man. It's Alvarez, I think. I remember who was coming down pit lane on that. Who were we watching? So now, interesting. Late race caution flag. So Preston Hassel on pit lane. And Dana Grover did not get the lucky dog that he wanted. That was nasty. Man. So Artur Vieta is our leader, and it looks like Ed Palumbo shown in the second position. Preston Hassel third, Dennis Udich in fourth. How about that? We got a couple Chevys, a Ford, and a Toyota, and another Chevy, the top 5. Steve Pierce up here in that top 5. Some of these guys might have come down pit lane, and the other guys didn't. Interesting. Drama-filled race here on the back half. We had a couple nasty caution flags early on, and we got that cleaned up. So now Vieta, Palumbo, P1, P2. So this is going to be interesting here. So we got somebody coming down pit lane. This is going to be interesting here. It looks like we're going to so Archie Vidigo start on the inside line, and it looks like a green-white checker. Green-white checker. It's going to be interesting. I don't know. What's the chances of this thing not ending under or without a big wreck? Looks like there's some guys on pit lane here too, trying to take some tires maybe. Here we go. Green-white checker.
Green flag. Go, go, go.
And big.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
Oh, no. It looks like maybe Preston Hassel might have got that. Preston Hassel might have got that. Let's see. Are they racing it out? I guess they are. So a green-white checker, and I think maybe Preston Hassel might have gotten that. So Preston Hassel got that as they are wrecking on the restart. Something happened here. Maybe Dana Grover said he missed a shift or something. Somebody missed a shift. And contact there, and then, oh, heck, breaks loose. What a great race, and it ended up being kind of messed up. It got somebody in the wall there, too. '27 gets the win, I believe. So great job to Preston in the right place at the right time. I don't think he expected that there with the way that thing was working out for him. So a great job to Preston Hassel. He gets the win. And what a mess there toward the end. That was UGLY on that one. So Preston Hassel will get the win. So great job to Preston, and a little bit of a deal there. I think is that some people go out onto the track and didn't stay on pit lane like the instructions tell them to do, but so great job to Preston Hassel on getting the win. It is what it is. Let's take a look at the final results. pending review. So these are the unofficial results. Definitely going to have to review this one. That's going to be a fun weekend, huh? Preston Hassel finishes in the first position. Archie Vieira finishes second. Dennis Junichin finishes in P3. Franco Alvarez finishes in the fourth position. Steve Pierce finishes in fifth. Ed Palumbo sixth. Barrios is actually seventh. Sean Jacobs eighth. Craig Marizon ninth. Bernard Silva is P10. Finishing in the 11th position, Claudio Bardelli Jr. That's 11th. Gordon Carter 12th. 13th is Julio Caligari. Look at that, man. This software is crazy. Hey, Studio 397, get your heads out of there, bud. Jesus Iglesias finishes in 14th. 15th. Tony Furtado 16th. 17th is Craig Gallagher. Jamal Spitala 18th. 19th is Dana Grover. Wes Dean is 20th. And 21st is Andrew Smith. I think that's how that works. So take a look at the winner screenshots. As I find it, people are talking to my ear right now, so. So Preston Hassel gets the win. We can't fix the positioning of that car. That ain't what I wanted to do. There we go. Move his car around. So great job to Preston Hassel, and we'll see if we can't get a interview with him. Hassel joining us up here in the booth, and what a wild finish there, man. For the rest of the race, let's talk about what went right in this race. You got yourself behind the 8 ball early on, but were able to get back up there on some strategy. It looks like maybe some pit strategy and some timely cautions for you.
Yeah, Heath, I had to, I pitted early, trying to do some fuel mileage. Me and the guys were talking, and I decided to go in. I got myself behind, and kind of things got mixed up a little bit, lost the draft, but a couple of pit stops, I ran things as long as I could, and that last caution before the green light checker, I was getting ready to say 27 pitting, and then the caution came out. So I just felt like the luck fell right my way.
Yeah, a lot of times I feel like pitting early, especially at a track like this where you've got a lot of drivers and the driving's a little aggressive, it's almost a double-edged sword. I mean, it could work out right for you, but for me, it seems like it's always ended up on the bad side. How you feel about that?
Yeah, I feel about the same way. I didn't know where things were going to fall, once I was behind, and even when I caught up, these guys were so fast. When you're running so equal, all you do is just slip just a little bit, and you're gonna lose. You're gonna lose places, and it was very hard on the high side when we first took off. I just lost 2 spaces instantly. But yeah, it is a double-edged sword. You try to take your time, you lose a lot of spots. You go too hard, you burn your tires off.
Well, the too wide racing early on caused some caution flags, and I think we solved that problem with doing the single file. I don't really think drivers want to go single file, but this track is just lends itself to aggressive driving, and that cured some of the issue. We had those long green flag runs and some good racing. You seem to be pretty patient there, and just were able to get back on the lead lap, and here you are at victory lane.
Yeah, Heath, tonight patience prevailed because I by far wasn't the fastest car on the track. Arthur and I know Ed Palumbo was very fast. So I was just in the middle. I know Claudio's usually pretty good here, and they're just so hard to pass, and I just know that the luck fell my way.
Well, next week we have Phoenix, interesting track, very racy track. Any thoughts on what's coming up next week for us?
I think I can do pretty good. There again, it's just sometimes luck doesn't always fall my way, but I think I can do pretty good at that track.
Well, congratulations tonight. Thanks for all you do. You have had a busy week and a half or so with the server things, and we appreciate that. And you're a longtime member of High Octane Racing League, one of those old guard drivers, and good to see you in victory lane. And best of luck at Phoenix next week.
Yeah. Thank you, Heath, and I appreciate all you do. It takes all of us as a team to keep this league going. And again, just thank you, and looking forward to seeing what I can do at Phoenix.
All right, buddy. Thank you.
Thank you.
Preston Hassel joining us up here in the booth, and good to see him in victory lane in the 27 car. Castrol Edge, sponsor machine in victory lane. So he's had a busy week helping us out with some server things and getting that up and running. Had to get a few things back in order for the server to be rock solid. So congratulations to him. And as I mentioned, we're going to be at Phoenix next week, 120 lap race. That's May the 9th. Man, are we in May? That's right. We are in May, dude. Oh my gosh. The month of May. Very big in racing, isn't it? So that's coming up next week. Some more racing headed your way this weekend. First off, the High Octane Racing League IndyCar Series kicks off a brand new season. 8 races. And we'll be at Barber Motorsports Park starting at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tomorrow, May the 3rd. Don't want to miss it. It'll be live right here on TurnLeftTV. And then the Saturday Night Thunder will be at Texas tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And that's a 100-lap race at Texas in the Next Gen Cup cars. Tonight's race has been brought to you by EliteHostingUSA.com. If you are interested in an rFactor 2 server, there are 3 self-managed server packages for you to choose from. That is EliteHostingUSA.com. Don't forget to join us over at HighOctaneRacing.net. That's who provides our web space there. Get a quick link to our Discord server where we do most of our business. And thank you so much for joining me here on the YouTube channel. Hit that thumbs up button, subscribe if you haven't done so, and then smash the bell, baby. You get updates of when races are going live. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. And on our way up to 950 maybe, and then it's smooth sailing to 1,000. Yeah, really going to be a big deal when that hits, man. I'm going to be celebrating. And super happy. I'm super happy, really, that I have this many subscribers. I am really honored that people come out and watch these races. Don't forget to help me out by clicking on the links in this in the channel, in the description of the race. If you'd like to buy me a coffee, there's a PayPal link there. And also, if you would like to help me out, you can click on the SimLab web link in the description of the race as well to help me out here at TurnLeftTV. High Octane Racing League Tough Trucks will be back in action on Wednesday at North Wilkesboro for some Tough Trucks action. So come on out and join us on Wednesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Well, that's going to do it for me tonight. Thank you so much for joining me. Until next time, I am out of here.